Hey, welcome to Playing for Keeps, the show where we take a deep dive into dating, love, relationships, sex, and attachment theory. Your host, DJ, will be hosting Dating Chronicles, where she has guests come on the show and give a funny, crazy, or romantic dating story. Tune in if you need a laugh, hear something romantic, or maybe hear someone else's experience to help you grow in your relationship journey.
Hey everybody, it's your girl DJ with Playing for Keeps podcast, and today I have a special guest. I'm so glad we were finally able to connect. It's been about 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks. We've been working on it.
I have B.Rose on the show. How are you today, boo?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you. How are you, beautiful?
I am doing well. So you are here to give a funny, crazy, or romantic dating story. Do you have something for us today?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what I got for you today.
Okay. Do you want to tell me how you doing? How was your week? Get started.
My week was very interesting. I mean, I was pretty busy, but I think that this week is probably going to be even more busy because I have an event to host, I have a photo shoot to do, and then I fly out on Friday. So
yes. Oh, where you going? I ain't been nowhere.
I'm just going to Orlando to hang out with some friends for the weekend.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm just going to Orlando, and then I have an event that I'm hosting on the 11th, and that's going to be like a dating experience for people to come with their significant other and have this whole experience. So I'm going to host that event, so that should be exciting. I'm excited about that.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and give us that information at the end of the show. Yeah, so people can come out. Is it out in Atlanta?
Yes, it's in Atlanta. I'll send you the Eventbrite link. I don't have it on me right now.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll put that link in the show notes. I might try to attend. I ain't got nobody to go with. Do you have to have somebody to go with? Or no?
No, I don't think so. I mean, she asked me to bring somebody, but I mean, I don't have nobody to go with either. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have to talk about that offline.
Yes,
okay. Okay, so go ahead and tell us your story. You think you might have something?
So, I mean, the story it's not really like a long story. I just thought it was interesting because in the gay community, we're just so judgmental against each other. And like I was saying before, it's like we're just in a new time and a new day and age. So I never get why people act the way that they do. Like when they feel some type of way about me carrying a purse or like me wearing something that's feminine. Anyways, I went on a date with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Met him online, and we met up for the first time. I was late. And honestly, most of the time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm almost always late to a date. Almost always late. So I'm pretty sure that the first impression of me is like, damn, he be late all the time. But it's the truth. Okay, it's the truth.
Well,
I be trying to make sure I look good. You know what I'm saying?
I see you right now on a Sunday. We just chilling, and you got your fur coat on and shit. I see it.
And let me tell you something. I was gonna wear my other little fur coat, but I was like, you know what? No, that look a little bit too formal. I was like, this one is a little bit more relaxed. I went there.
I love it though.
A little bit more chill. But anyways, we went out. We went to the Battery Atlanta. Went to this. We ate. Had good little conversation and stuff. And I could tell that he was he was more conservative, more like on the relaxed side. I'm a lot more wild. So I think that I could tell that we probably were not going to be compatible. Like I could already tell. Mm-hmm. And then with what I wore that day, like when we first met, I had on like a button up. I had on a button up. It was a long sleeve button up, navy. I had on a leather jacket. Then I had on some dress shoes. I had on some nice slacks. And I was just, I was looking good. Okay.
Yes.
And he had on a True Religion outfit, which True Religion is like one of my favorite brand of jeans or whatever. But he was very much relaxed, and he was like, "Oh well, you know, you all dressed up." And I'm thinking to myself, like, I wasn't really dressed up. Like, I was just trying to look good for you. I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Oh wow.
But whatever. Like I said, it was cool, had a good time, whatever. So then we get ready to meet again. This time, he wanted me closer to wherever I'm at, so that way I'm not late.
How late were you? Hold on. How late were you? Now I need to know.
I don't know how late I was, but I mean, it wasn't that late. Like,
Child,
whatever it was.
For him to suggest, let's meet closer to you. Keep going, no, boo. My bad. Keep going.
Yo, it wasn't. Okay, so I live in Conyers, and there's a restaurant here called Nana's Chicken and Waffles. And he was like, oh, well, you know, let's go somewhere closer to you, whatever. And he was talking about like a breakfast spot. So I was like, I mean, I don't know where to go, but I was like, we can go to Nana's, whatever. So we go to Nana's, and child, he beat me there. He beat me there too.
Cause you know Nana Chicken and Waffles is not that far. I'm in Covington, so we real close.
Yeah, we are close. Yeah, I literally up the street. Like, when I say Nana's is like up the street for me, probably like 5-10 minutes, baby.
You know what, B.Rose? I cannot.
I was late again, so I'm texting him like, you know, I'm coming, and I'm over here trying to put my clothes on, and he probably wouldn't believe me, but like, I'm one of those people, like, I have to go back, and I might have to go back 2 or 3 times before I leave my house because I be done left something. So it be time for me to go. Can't find my keys, can't find my wallet, my phone, don't know where that's at. So I gotta get my things in order. I need my time to get myself together.
Gotcha.
So, girl, while I pulled up to Nana's, girl, get out the car. And I texted him, I called him, he like, oh, I'm on my way home.
Oh, shit.
They was like, oh, I'm on my way home. So, oh, Lord. So that joke was so funny. I was hollering. So, you know, I tried to play the guilt trip. I was like, oh, I really wanted to see you. Like, you know, play the whole little guilt trip thing. And it finally come back around to where we gonna meet this time. So this time he like, I'll pick you up.
Oh my God.
So now you gonna pick me up because instead of me meeting you somewhere, you ain't gotta worry about me not being on time because you're gonna pick me up.
Yo, he like your ass because he really trying to work this thing on out in the beginning. Go ahead.
So anyway, so this particular day, we set the date up. We say, you know, we're gonna get together, whatever, what have you. And this particular day, let me see if I can find. I'm gonna show you what I had on. Okay, so I had on this dress. It's like a pullover dress type of thing.
Okay. So
I had on that, and then my hat around somewhere. I think it's downstairs. I don't feel like going down to get it, but it was a wide brim hat like this.
Oh, you were fancy with it. So you had the big hat, you had the dress on.
And then I had on some knee-high boots. They come up to like right here.
Okay. How short was the dress? I'm curious.
So the dress isn't that short. Like when I stand up, like how you can see me right now, it probably comes like right here. Okay,
so you weren't really even showing no legs or nothing.
Not really. So you could see probably like from right here to right here. Like the shoes were long. They long. I don't have my original ones because I sold them to somebody, but these are the shoes I had on.
Pull them down a little bit.
It's just
okay. So your kneecaps probably were showing, if anything, a little. Oh, right.
Not even.
Oh wow. So, okay.
Anyway, so I get in the car or whatever, and like he looked like kind of like startled a little bit, like oh my gosh, like what's she wearing? So of course when I sat down, you know, the dress did rise a little bit, so you could see a little bit of my leg. And he was like, I'm a little bit more conservative than that. So I was like, child, I grabbed the door because I'm like, you're a little bit more conservative. You know, what does that mean? He was like, well, can you at least put some pants on? I was like, no. I was like, I'm comfortable. This is what I want to wear. This is what I like. Like, if it's an issue, I can hop out the car. There's no pressure. So
Yes.
he was just like, I can't do that. I was like, all right, see you later.
Wow.
So I never talked to him again. I want to say that he texted me on either New Year's or Christmas, and I was just like, why are you even texting me? Like, don't text me. Like, no, don't text me. Like, I don't even appreciate that, because one thing about me is I've gotten to the point now where I'm comfortable with myself in my life. Like, I've been to that point, but it took me time to get to that point. I am never going to allow somebody to take me outside of that. Like, I'm comfortable with who I am, and nobody is going to make me feel like I have to put myself inside of a box, or like I have to conform to what they want me to damn wear, like we in fucking high school, like I used to be trying to be with the DL boys and do this, that, and no. That's not the way I live my life. I live my life very openly, very freely. I'm happy. I wear what I want. I don't judge nobody for their own opinions, and nobody better not judge me for mine or say shit about mine. Like, I'm a do me. So
and that's the way it should be. So I want to circle back a little bit, because I know I was talking to another queer person, and we were talking about the same subject of what you was just talking about, how in the gay community they have the nerve to kind of discriminate against each other. And I was just like, I wonder why they do that. But then she brought up a good point about how it's kind of across the board. Like, even in our own, like, Black community, how we discriminate against each other's, you know, shades and stuff like that. Why, I think you said it in the beginning, but go a little deeper. Why do you think that conservative individual was so judgmental to what you were wearing?
So I truly do believe that it's not, I do believe that it's not his fault, but it is part of his duty to get it and to understand and to come to grips, like, with everything. That I know for a fact, because I'm pretty sure it may be like, I would say like internalized homophobia in a sense.
Yeah, because, like, do you think in a way he's kind of like, okay, he's out there, he's open, obviously you guys are going out on a date, but in a way, is he like not fully accepting of himself in a way?
Correct.
Not accepting?
I agree. I think that he may not have completely accepted himself and who he is, and he's so used to back in the old days when, you know, because he's an older dude, he used to back then where you had to keep it a secret, you had to keep it on the low, you didn't want nobody to know, when, you know, you were judged, especially for liking the same sex. So I'm not mad at him for that, but because that's something that's internalized. That's something that he has to work on within himself, because it's been going on all his life. It's not just gonna stop tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So it's gonna take time. I get that, but I'm never going to put myself in a path of somebody to where it's gonna detour me or bring me back. Like, no. Unfortunately, you're not at the point to where you can handle that in your life. Great, that's fine. You go on about yours, I'm gonna go on about mine and be happy so that I can continue to live my life. So when you find that point, then, you know, you might be able to deal with somebody like me or date somebody like me. Of course, it would never be me, but, you know, you may be able to accept somebody for something, because who knows, the person that you may fall in love with just may be somebody that is a little bit more feminine and not like so masculine. Right. And everybody got this whole thing. And what a lot of guys fail to realize is looking for masculinity is a feminine trait.
It is.
You're looking for masculinity. That is a feminine trait. Those energies match.
Right.
Automatically, like, they match. So, it's just our society. Like, it's based on society and the way that we were brought up and the things that we hear, things that people say.
Right.
It's a lot of things that my mother said that I didn't like growing up, and I've thought about in this day and age, and I'm like, damn, she was dead wrong for saying that. Or like somebody say something and you like, damn, that was wrong of them to say. Like, they should not have said that.
Now, I want to ask you a question real quick, going back, because I've never have gotten to talk to really even a male on the feminine and masculine energies. Where's your stand on that? How do you feel about that? Do you feel any type of way about it? Do you agree with it? Where do you stand on that?
What do you mean, like, as far as feminine and masculine energy? Like
how
the gay community, a lot of the guys, they want to deal with all the masculine guys, or like what?
Just in general, where's your stance on it? Because, just basically your stance on it. I'm trying to think of the direction I would want to go with it, but I really just wanted to know, where do you stand on it? Do you even believe in the masculine and feminine energy? Because I know, like, say, females who they say is alpha, quote unquote, because most of the time what they consider an alpha female, in my opinion, is not an alpha female, someone who's loud and obnoxious, and they're not alpha females to me. But anyway, do you even believe in that, like, in a way, or did you just use it to just prove your point?
I do. I think that's a good question, because I do and I don't believe in it. So I believe that there are different things that can consider you masculine, different things that people can utilize to consider you feminine. But at the same time, I feel like everybody has a little bit of both.
They do. Everybody does. It's right. And I think for me, it might be, you might be more one or the other, but just like, for example, I think what comes to mind, like what I'm thinking about, like for a male, for example, a male might be good in a supportive role and still have a lot of masculine traits to keep the family together. But people on outside looking in, because he's more of the support and nurturing type, will just consider him to be feminine, and it's not totally true. That's why I just wonder, like, where's your stance on that? Are you more open-minded to that? Because I've learned, surprisingly, in the gay community, just from a few people that I've spoken to, they do hold on to those older, rigid beliefs.
Yeah.
And which is what's shocking to me, is because it's, from me being just a straight female, I don't fully understand what you guys go through. So I don't want to say the wrong thing, but that shocked me. Like, one of my friends, he's gay, but he holds on to just the beliefs of what a man should be in a relationship, and it's like, it's usually pertaining to what those two individuals, or three, or whatever, you poly, whatever, you guys agree to in the relationship. That's kind of what I stand for. Like, every relationship is different.
Correct.
And a woman who is okay with a guy who leans more into their feminine is okay, but people still pass down so much judgment on it. So, so I just wanted to hear your thoughts.
Yes. Once again, I feel like you get a little bit of both. Like, everybody has a little bit of both. And it also depends on the environment. People change with their environment.
That's a fact.
There are situations where I may be around people, I may seem a little bit more feminine when I'm on this side, but I'm hanging out with this guy and I'm into him this kind of way. So I may be acting a little bit more masculine. Or shoot, I may just be in the mode of maybe in my dominant mode. Like, I may be a little bit feminine, but I'm very aggressive and I'm very dominant. So you're gonna get a mixture of both. Like, depending on what I'm doing, depending on what environment I'm in, if I'm working, if I have to be the one controlling the environment, like if I'm hosting, like it depends. It depends.
Gotcha.
So I never like to consider myself masculine or feminine. I don't. But okay. I can understand why somebody would feel like I was more feminine than masculine. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine with it. It doesn't even bother me. I don't care. Like, I don't care.
I got you.
I like what I like, and you're going to accept me for who I tell you I am and what I am, like, and that's on period. So.
And that's on period, Pooh. Okay. Anyway, so you have a lot going on. I want you to let the audience know what things you have going on, where they can find you, all of that good stuff.
So you can find me on Instagram at therealb.rose, 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 and I stay coming for you. Hoes. On my Instagram, you can find me. You can find my YouTube channel, and I also have a media and design company, and that's the Color Block Co. The Color Block Co. My website is www.thecolorblock.co, not com, but co, like the company. So www.thecolorblock.co. If you need flyers, graphic designs, video flyers, photos, video shoots, all of that stuff, I got you covered. I'm gonna make you a special code for the show. So anybody that comes and books through me through the show, I'll send them like a special code for them to get a discount.
Okay, that sounds good. And I'm gonna have all of those links in the show notes, along with that Eventbrite link for the 11th as well. Gotcha. For anybody who's listening that's in Georgia or close to Atlanta, y'all can check out B.Rose's dating event. I want to thank you for coming on. I appreciate you.
You are very welcome.
Yeah, and I want to thank all of the listeners for tuning in today. You guys have a great one.
Thank you for tuning in to today's show. If you liked this podcast, please download and subscribe. If there's anything you would like to talk about in regards to relationships, or would like to be a guest on the show to speak on relationships or get advice, you can always connect via social media at Playing for Keeps, or email DJ at info@p4kdating.com. Thank you for tuning in, and bye for now.